Hey guys, Malu here. After watching and analyzing over 100 real-life scenarios caught on tape, we decided to go over all those videos, analyze them, and find for you the 8 most common scenarios in a street fight. We came to the conclusion that if you're gonna learn and master all those 8 scenarios, you have a high chance to be able to defend yourself in a real street fight. So after speaking and teaching you guys the 8 most common scenarios in a street fight and how to defend yourself, we're gonna go over all of these real quick. First of all, we spoke about punches. Punches are way far the most common attack in a street fight. We were able to see in our videos caught on tape at least 40–50% of the scenarios that are starting with a punch, with those swinging motions that goes towards the face. An argument is being developed, maybe pushing in the beginning, and then the sponge boom. So we talked about punches, defending yourself with an instinct. But if you're able to see the sponge coming, we also spoke about the dive in, because here you're neutralizing the hand of the knife. We spoke also about what happens if there are multiple attacks that comes to you facing and you have to use both hands. You're able to defend yourself and attack with those legs. His stand is wide, go in between those legs. And of course, if needed as well, diving in is always great in order to neutralize the attacker. We spoke about what happened if you got a punch already towards the face and react with the natural instinct reaction moving back, and you need to dive in. Go over it and learn it step by step. The dive in with those elbows. Surprise the attacker, do the unexpected. Then we moved into what happens if you already got the punch or something, you simply got to the ground. Okay, here we spoke some about ground techniques. If he moves, try to reach you, try to use ground techniques and create angles from here. Attacking, if he comes from one side, turning with him, the other side. What happens if he's already on top of you? Here on the side, maybe punching, choking you, boom, we spoke about a technique, boom, pushing him, standing up. All those scenarios that you're on the ground. 50% of the time, guys, in a street fight, if you do not react quick enough, you're gonna find yourself on the ground. Really important to know how to defend yourself. We then moved to headlocks. Many times in a fight, even if it starts with those punches, swinging motions, whoop, I'm moving on, and suddenly there is this headlock. Boom, boom. We spoke about the defend when he's headlocking you, going with the motion, attacking, grabbing a weak spot here, eyes, boom. We also spoke, what if you're able to see the headlock coming and simply putting your chin down. We also spoke about a back headlock in the same episode, that you have to be able to get here, put the chin, move on to the side headlock and continue from there. And of course, again, the same, this chin, if you're able to put the chin down, you're always able to escape on time. Now we're going to bear hugs. Bear hugs, very common attack. A person wants maybe to kidnap you, maybe to put you on the ground. We see it a lot happening on the street. We spoke about a bear hug from the back, that you can put your central body, attack, boom, getting out of the bear hug before he's lifting you, or if he already lifts you, whoop, to block his legs so he's not able to walk, and here attack, boom, release him from the bear hug and continue from there. Now we're talking about hair grabs. What happens if the person pulls your hair? If you try to resist, we spoke about it, this is the last thing you want to do, because when he's pulling you and you're resisting, you're going to feel the pain, and this is when the damage is being created. You have to go with his motion, grabbing his own hand. He's pulling, come with him, becomes a part of his hold. One more time, the other hand. One, he's pulling, knee, hand, boom, boom, boom. Okay, so most important concept in hair grabs is to grab the hand the moment you can and go with the attacker. Even if he already pulled you the second time, you can grab, go with this motion, and perform counterattacks. Next, we have hand grabs. We haven't seen a lot of videos about it because it's simply, most of the time, not a dangerous scenario when someone comes in a club and simply holds your hand, but of course it can escalate to a scenario of someone kidnapping, pulling you towards the car, something like this. Really common scenario on the street, bars, clubs, we can see it a lot. So Leo is simply holding my hand. Important to understand that just pulling is not going to help, which is the common instinct. I have to use a technique going towards his thumb, grabbing and pulling. Same if he's going to hold me with two hands. So here I'm going to be doing the same from up. His thumbs are up. I'm going to go down. Simply whatever hand is going to help me to hold me, I'm always going to do the same technique. Of course, if he's holding me and I feel in danger, I can attack and he's simply going to release it. But we have to understand how to use measurable force sometimes. And using the technique, someone is holding you in a restaurant or a club bar, you don't necessarily want to punch and escalate the scenario. This technique really important. Next we have our knife attacks. Knives are accessible to everyone and easy to hide, very dangerous, can create a lot of damage. So we spoke first of all about an upper stab. If I'm able to dive in, control, that will be the best thing if I see the attacker. If I do not see the attacker, my only choice is going to be reacting with an instinct. Maybe before we cap it off, counter attack. Hope this is going to help. If it's not, he keeps coming towards me. Now, because I'm not surprised anymore, I'm able to dive in. We also spoke about what happened if you're being surprised from the back with a knife. First stab, you might get it. Second one, third one, you're trying to defend yourself the moment you can. And again, wrap. Okay, we were able to see people who have been attacked from the back and keep functioning. Then we spoke about a lower stab. All those common stabs that we see in a street fight. Lower stab towards the stomach. Again, you're able to dive in. Great. You're wrapping, you're controlling. You're not able, you're surprised. Natural instinct is simply doing something like this. Boom. Trying to use your legs, trying to use push kicks. But if it still comes towards you, again, the dive in will be the best solution. And last one, what we spoke about are multiple attackers. Many times in a street fight, you can see that there is more than one attacker. His friends are coming in a bar, in a club, something is being developed, and then out of nowhere, the attacker is, oh, we spoke about that you have to be able to use one of them as a human shield, right? Use the good angle. If, for example, the bags are one attacker, and he's now on my left, so I'm gonna use Leo, boom, boom, I'm gonna push him. So most important to understand all those angles, not to stay in between the attackers. And if you can, one moment, whoa, use him as a human shield. Thank you guys for joining our Krav Maga class. You guys can stay tuned and check out our Facebook and YouTube page and learn more Krav Maga tips and lessons. Thank you.